In this lab titled Analyze Images in Azure AI Foundry portal, we will use Azure AI Foundry to explore image analysis features, including image captioning, dense captioning, tagging, and object detection. You will see how AI can extract detailed information and context from images taken in real-world environments. Let's go ahead and log into the lab. So I go to Resources tab and click on the password for the password to be typed in. Now, starting with step 1, let me log into Azure AI Foundry portal. Open up an Edge browser. Click on the T symbol to type the website. Now you need to log in with your Azure credentials. On the top right-hand corner, you will see a sign-in page. Click on Sign In. Go to Resources. You will see your Azure credentials on the top. So put a mouse where it wants you to type your email address. Click on the T symbol before the username. And then click on Next. For password, you see the T symbol before the password. Click on the T symbol. Not now. Click on Yes. So I'm done with step 1. Now, since we are using a Cloud Slice account, step number 2 to 4. So what is given in the box, you should do this step instead of step 2, 3, and 4. Let's go ahead and do it. Open up a new tab and click on this link. I am going to click on Create a Project, click Create New. We need to select AI Hub resource. Now, in the previous labs, if you're following the series, you would have selected Azure AI Foundry resource. But here we are going to click on Create New, select AI Hub resource. Now, this is different from the previous labs in which we selected Azure AI Foundry in the series. So let's click on AI Hub resource. Click on Next. And please use the name for the project given here. Now the hub name, they've given us a name, so you need to click on Rename Hub and then type in the hub name. Click on Next. In the Advanced option, we only have one subscription that is already selected. We have one resource group that's already selected, and pick one of the 5 regions. I will stick with East US, and I'm going to click on Create. Now it does take 5 to 6 minutes to create this project. So let's wait. So once it is created, you will continue to step number 5. So I'm going to put a check mark until step 4, which we have done. So let's wait for it to be completed. All right, the project is created. So in this window, I'm going to click on Close. On the left side, I'm going to click on AI Services. So on the AI Services page, select Vision plus Document Tile. So let's go search for it. So let's just close this Service Help so I can see it a little bit bigger. Here we go, Vision plus Document. So that step is done. So generate caption for an image. So they have given us an image. We would be downloading it from this URL. Okay. So let's click on Image Captioning from this pre-built model. So let's go to Image. So you have Document Face and Image. So I click on Image, Image Captioning. Okay, so this is the Connect to AI Hub service. I think that's the one that we have. So we need to go ahead and add the image. So let's just go click on a new tab. Click on this link. Okay, image analysis. Let's open up the image analysis. It's a zip file. Let's unzip it. So we have 4 images. So we'll be using image 1 for this exercise. Okay, so let's go back here. I'm going to go ahead and upload the file. So select the image. So let's click on Browse for File. Downloads, image analysis, first image. All right, so it says a woman and a girl in a grocery store. So this service just gives you a one line about a particular image. Now, if you wanted more dense captioning, there is another service. Let's go back to AI service, Vision and Document, Images. Let's look for dense captioning, try demo. I'm going to go ahead and upload the same file, the store camera 1 image. And this time you see a lot of captions. A woman and a girl in a grocery store, a woman smiling while holding the phone, a person holding a phone case, a woman wearing a purple hat. A whole bunch of information is detected and a caption is created based on that. Now moving on, we are going to start tagging images. All right. So for this, we are going to use the store image tool. Let me go ahead and click on AI services on the left side, Vision plus Document. Under images, I need to look for common tag extraction. So detect the location of one or more human faces in the images along with attributes such as the kind of pose, face mask or facial landmarks and things like that. So it's going to help us tag images. So let's click on it. Browse for a file. Store image camera 2. That's the step. I'm going to click on Open. And look here. It has detected a whole bunch of things. Clothing, person, it's a convenience store. Okay, 98% it is sure it is a convenience store. Okay, so they're standing 65%. So it lists down it gives you a list of tags that includes not only objects but any actions that this particular user is doing, like shopping, standing, among other things. Now in the next exercise, we are going to look for object detection. Okay, so again, go back to AI services, Vision plus Document, go to Image tab and look for common object detection. Let's search the first one. Click on Try Demo. Now here we're going to be using the third image. So let's click on Browse for a file. So under the image analysis folder that we extracted, we have a third file, Store Camera 3. Person is 84% and they assume it's a supermarket with 51% accuracy. That's a threshold. Now that's the minimum threshold we've kept is 15. So if let's say, hey, if you're sure about what it is, like 75%, then tell me. If you want 75% confidence, I can tell you this picture contains an image. Now, if you reduce the threshold to 50%, if you're like 50% confident, tell me more. I have okay, it is also a supermarket. I go all the way down to 0. Those are the only two informations we get. So we can play around with the threshold slider to get more accurate information. All right, we have come to the end of the lab, and as always, you need to clean up your resources. Open up a new tab, go to portal.azure.com, and you search for resource groups. You have created one resource group. So let's click on Cancel on this page. Resource group. There's this resource group. There are a few resources. Let's just go ahead and select everything and click on this 3 dots and there is a delete button. Click on delete. Enter delete to confirm. Delete. Delete and delete. Now once it is deleted, It does take a couple of minutes to delete resources. All right, all the 5 resources are deleted, and I think it took like 3 minutes. All right, so now the resources are deleted. It took like 3 minutes to delete everything, and once you put a check mark on that step, 100% task is completed. Then you click on these 3 hamburger icons and click on End. Yes, end my lab, and that brings us an end to this particular lab. Thank you.